Hey guys, in this video we are going to be making a crochet headband. To do this we are going to be using a size 1 superfine fingering weight yarn and a 3.5mm hook, and we will also be using a hair tie. You will want to know the circumference of your head for this. I am making my headband 21 inches long, including the length of the hair tie when it is in half like this. So to get started doing this, I went ahead and made a loop on my hook, and we are going to slip stitch this around the hair tie. So we are going to grab the yarn around the hair tie and pull that through the loop on our hook and attach that to our hair tie by pulling it tight. And then we will start with a chain 1, and I am going to single crochet around the hair tie 6 times. You can make your hair tie thinner or wider if you would like by doing more or less single crochets, but I find this is a good width, so I'm going to do 6 single crochets. When you have 6 single crochets around your hair tie, we will then turn our work and work 2 chains, and then we are going to work a half double crochet in this first single crochet. So work a half double crochet in this first stitch and work a half double crochet in each stitch across. In my case it is 6, in your case it may be 6 or it may be more or less, so just work 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. When you get to the end of that row, we will then turn our work and chain 2, and we will now work a half double crochet in each third stitch all the way across. So half double crochets have this extra stitch space in the back. Here you can see the top of our stitches, and we have this extra line of stitches here. So we will half double crochet around this line here in the back. And if you need to see that in even closer detail, I will link a video for that in the description below, but we will just work 1 half double crochet in each third stitch all the way across. When you get to the end of that row, we will then turn our work and we will have this ridge from the last row, so we will then chain 2, and for this row we are going to be working into the back loop of this row. So half double crochet into the back loop of each stitch, and again, if you need to see this in closer detail, I will link a video for that in the description below. When you get to the end of that row, we will then have made this new ridge here, so we will have a pattern of making ridges. So for this row we will chain 2 and then work half double crochets into the third stitch of each stitch all the way across, and repeat this pattern of these 2 rows for the length of your headband, leaving about 1/4 or 1/2 of an inch at the end to work the last rows together. So I have now worked my headband to be 20.5 inches, including the length of my hair tie, and I did end up working this to 50 rows. So I'm now going to finish this off by chaining 1 more and cutting the string somewhat long so that we can use it to sew later, and pulling it all the way through that stitch, pulling that tight, and then we will work 1 more knot here to secure that. The next thing that we are going to do is attach our hook and yarn to the opposite side of the hair tie from where we were just working, the exact same way we did the first time. And then we are going to chain 1 and single crochet 6 times around this hair tie, just like we did the first time. When you have all 6 single crochets on your hair tie, we will again chain 1 more and cut the string, pull it through and pull that tight, and work 1 more knot here to finish this off. When you have that finished off, the next thing that we are going to do is attach a yarning needle to the string that is on the end of our headband strap. We are going to make sure that that strap is straight all the way around and that there are no twists in it. and we're going to want the wrong side to be facing out right now, and then bring it up to the other side of our hair tie where we just worked those 6 single crochets. So we are now going to whip stitch this together, going through the single crochets through both stitches, and then we are going to go through the back stitch only of the half double crochets on the strap of the headband. And again, we're just going to whip stitch this, going through the front and then through the back, the exact same way all the way across, through the back loop only on the strap part of the headband. And do this all the way across, and then finish off your work, and then we will do a border around the edges. For the edging of this headband, I have slip stitch into the first stitch on the edge, just like we did around the hair tie part itself. And we are going to chain 1 and single crochet into the same stitch. And for half double crochet pieces, it is sometimes hard to decide whether or not to work 1 single crochet on the edge or 2 single crochets, but it is up to you on how tight or loose you want your work to be. I sometimes like to work 1 single crochet for one row and then 2 single crochets for the next row, and then alternate that all the way along. But again, it is up to you and your liking. Just make sure that what you do on one side you mirror onto the other. So you will want to repeat your pattern all the way across one edge and finish in the last row on the other side and finish your work off, and again do the exact same thing on the other side. And that is all there is to it for this crochet headband. I hope that that was enjoyable and helpful for you, and if it was, please hit that like button and leave me a comment to tell me what you think, and I hope you guys go on to create many more amazing things. Until next time, guys.